Hey, it's Matt with MSN.ca. Amanda Palmer, how are you? Amanda Palmer. So rock and roll.
Yeah.
I like this thing. I don't know if I can show all of it. I'll figure out a way to blur it out though, but you got this really cool art book. We'll zoom in later.
Can you go to the middle?
I can go to the middle.
The very middle
thing?
has it has a 4-page pullout. In the very center, it should feel different. That's the one I did for the bed song. It's
your favorite song on the record, from what I hear.
It is. It's the world's saddest bed.
Do you always write from a sad place? Is that easier for you?
Yeah. Actually, it's way easier. Because I don't have any happy feelings that I need to work out. They're fine. I'm really only inspired to write, usually, not always, but by things that are frustrating me. Yeah. Sadness, anger, frustration, whatever. Those are usually the things that give birth to songs.
Where's the sadness in Do It With a Rock Star?
Did you see the video?
I did, and I have a whole list of questions for the video.
Well, I mean, the video is generally really great and happy and crazy, but that little bit with me and Stoya, the porn star, in the bed is really kind of, to me, sums up what the song was about, which is, it's not what you think. Being a rock star is such a cartoon, you know? And, I mean, surely there were the golden days of Motley Crue and banging chicks every night, but my life isn't like that.
See, I heard that scene was ad-libbed. At the end of the video with you, almost in tears.
We were supposed to just make out and get jiggy, and it made sense to me that I would have a breakdown. Because it's the opposite of the myth. You're a rock star, you're in bed with a porn star, it's supposed to all just be really hot, and actually instead you have a panic attack and all these insecure intimacy issues instead, which to me is what my music and art is all about. It's actually taking those myths and cartoons and infusing them with a dose of reality that kind of leaves you going, what? That just happened. I like that.
How much of that was Wayne Coyne too?
None.
Nothing at all. It was all you.
Sat and watched going,
what is she doing?
He texted me the next day, that was really weird. I was like, yeah, sorry. We're making art. That's art, Wayne. That's art.
You're telling Wayne Coyne what art is. Yeah, I love that. That's fantastic. So where did this record start? Because in your Kickstarter video, you're holding up a sign that says you've been writing these songs for 4 years. You've done like 3 or 4 records, though, with various projects since then.
Yeah. Well, this is my song pile. Everything else that's come out, Radiohead covers, I didn't have to write those. The Evelyn record was a strictly sit-down collaboration with Jason Webley. So this is basically the best of my last 5 years of songwriting.
Are you able to write on the road, or do you need like a room and silence by yourself?
I mean, I'll occasionally get a song idea and sing it to myself and email it to myself for later. I never look at those. I've been doing that for 20 years. I never come back to them.
Really?
But I feel too guilty if I don't at least record them. Yeah, I really only write well when I'm not working. On the road, surrounded, distracted. Sure. I get my best song ideas when I'm at home driving without the radio on. And my brain can kind of like get some space.
And what about actually like putting the songs together? Do you sit there and analyze and agonize and crossing out words here and there, or is it just usually just a stream of consciousness?
It's pretty stream of consciousness. I mean, the older I get, the less I throw away. Like, instead of sitting there and going, I just go, In general, I have to write the bulk of a song in one sitting, or I'm f***ed. If I don't write the bulk of a song with my ass in the chair at the piano, and I just write one little good bit and say, oh, this is really great, I'll come back to it, I just won't.
Always at the piano? Or at ukulele too sometimes?
I used the uke to write Killing Type because I just didn't have a piano around. And the song was so simple in my head, and I knew it was going to be a band arrangement. I just used the uke to pick the chords out. But usually, a piano, I've got more options because I know how to play the piano. I don't actually know how to play the ukulele. I mean, the song kind of has 3 or 4 lives. There's idea, I've got an idea for Do It With a Rock Star. And actually, Do It With a Rock Star had like a long gestation period. I got the title idea and the concept, and I was like, oh, this is... And I wrote the, do you want to go back home? That was the part I wrote. And then I wrote the rest of the song around it. Wrote it on the piano, and that was step one. Brought it to the band, and actually whittled it down with the band. Like, it was 6 minutes long when I originally wrote it. And then took it to the studio, where John Congleton said, it's a great song. I'm like, yeah, thanks. It's too f***ing long. Way too long. What? Amanda, it's 6 minutes. I know, but it's like, what would I cut? We've already cut it down. And John Congleton went in and was like, you don't need a minute and a half intro. And just like went in with a machete and like, and I let him.
Was he right?
Oh, yeah. And, well, I still think having the first verse was a little weird, but, and then that was it. We recorded it, and that is now the static being. That's the song as it will always be. And when we play it live, it's a pretty faithful approximation of the way it was laid down on the record.
How do you choose a set list? Are you going through your whole career? Like, are you playing Dresden songs and everything, or is it focused most? Oh, really? Okay.
Playing a couple.
Which ones?
Ooh, we've been playing Missed Me. We sometimes do Half Jack.
How come those two?
Missed Me is a great, versatile, theatrical, fun song to play. And you'll see tonight, we've around with it. Half Jack is just a brilliant song. It's one of my favorites. We play Astronaut in the solo record. Sometimes we play Oasis. We play Leeds United.
5 quick questions, 1-word answers.
Okay.
Road or studio?
Both.
Lennon or McCartney?
Both.
Oh, come on. When you hear
Lennon.
Okay. When you hear
both.
Okay. When you hear a song, what usually hits you first? Lyrics, melody, or rhythm?
Lyrics.
Song you've written you're most proud of?
The Bed Song.
And in 1 word, Amanda Palmer.
Fucking.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.